How is she?
I gave her a sedative. She'll sleep for a while.
Then she'll be all right.
Yeah, she's going to be all right, Jerry. Physically, at least.
I really want to thank you for coming over here so late, Dr. Matthews.
You did say it was urgent, and you were right. She's in bad shape, Jerry. She's in shock. I'd like to know what happened to Blaine who put her that way.
I'm really not sure she was like that when she got here.
No, Jerry, I don't believe that. I think you know a lot more than you're letting on.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, come on, tell me what happened.
Well, tonight, sometime, someone shot Jordan Scott.
Lyons, what are you doing here? I didn't think the Ledger was that interested in anything so mundane as a murder.
Oh, come on, Zachary. I could ask you the same question. Since when is it usual for the district attorney to conduct his investigation at the scene of the crime?
Well, I got the phone call. They reported to me the killing of Jordan Scott.
Oh, yes, who was it?
It was an anonymous call. They didn't leave their name, you know.
Well, tell me, did this anonymous caller get you at your office?
Of course. Excuse me.
What have you got, Captain?
Well, not much of anything.
Do you have any idea of when he was killed?
Well, I'd say he couldn't have been dead more than 2 hours. But the coroner should be able to pinpoint the time more accurately.
Are there any suspects?
No one so far. Thank you, Hogue. Murder weapon's been brushed for prints, but looks like all we've come up with is smudges. Right now, we don't have a lot to work on.
I'll tell you something, this Jordan character was very elusive when he was alive. I just hope he doesn't prove as elusive now that he's dead.
So do I, Mr. Lyons. So do I.
What's going on here?
Well, then maybe you'd like to answer my question first. What are you doing here, Mr. Alexander?
X's, Y's, Z's. This isn't math. This is like learning an alphabet all over again.
Are you talking to me, Lee?
No, I'm just talking to myself. Clarice, have you ever had this kind of... Well, I better get back to studying here. Well, the only letter I see in front of me is an F. I'll be in my room studying.
Clarice, I'm home.
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
Didn't you understand what I said, honey? I'm home.
What does that mean, I'm home?
It means exactly what I said. I've been away too long. I'm ready to live our life together again.
Just like that. You can walk in the door as if after all this time and say I'm home and we're supposed to forget everything that's happened?
Clarice, honey.
Larry, I can't forget everything that's happened.
Baby, will you just stay here and let me talk this out with you?
All right.
I just have to explain it.
I don't see what there is to explain. You told me what you wanted, and it wasn't Cory and me.
What I told you just wasn't true, Clarice.
Why'd you say it?
Because I had to. There were reasons.
For what reasons?
I'm an undercover cop, Clarice.
I don't understand.
I've been working for the police department all this time.
You weren't fired?
No, I had to make it look like I was fired so I could get close to Jordan Scott. I've been working undercover trying to nail the guy, put him behind bars for life. So I had to make him believe that I was leaving my old life for Jordan. So he would believe me.
then none of it was real. Well, what about this house? I mean, well, what about that loan you got from Jordan?
I had to take that loan out to make it look like I was being bought.
Well, that fight that you had with Jerry, was that all part of it?
No, I staged that for Jordan.
Why didn't you tell me, Larry? I would have believed you.
Baby, I couldn't tell you.
Why?
Because what I was doing would be too dangerous for you and Cory.
Is that the only reason?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Are you sure that you didn't tell me because you don't trust me?
The cat got your tongue?
What?
You haven't answered my question.
Listen, what's going on here anyway?
Jordan Scott was killed.
How?
Someone shot him.
You know who did it?
You haven't answered my question yet, Mr. Alexander. Why are you here?
I was supposed to meet with Jordan tonight.
You were supposed to meet him here?
No. As a matter of fact, at the arena. But when I got over there, they told me that he'd come home.
What kind of meeting were you supposed to have with Jordan? What about?
I was helping him out.
But you're still working for Cory Publishers, aren't you?
Yeah.
What do you mean you were helping him out?
I was just, running a few errands for him.
When did you stop working for Jordan?
No, see, it's just a temporary arrangement just for a few days. I owed Matt Cory some money, and I need to make some extra bucks.
And that was the only temporary job that you could take?
Well, no, but I just didn't look for another one. See, a friend told me Jordan needed someone to run some errands for him.
What kind of errands?
Mr. Lyons, look, you mind if I ask a few questions? You can ask your questions later, all right? Now, do you have any idea if Jordan was supposed to meet with anyone here tonight?
No, I wouldn't know.
Well, unless you have anything to add to any of this that might be relevant, I think maybe it'd be better if he left, all right?
Yeah, sure.
Just one thing, though.
Yeah?
Don't try to leave town, all right? You might need to ask a few questions.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not leaving town.
Do you mind telling me what's going on if you have to wake me up and have me come over here at this hour?
It's Blaine.
Oh, what about Blaine?
She's doing it again.
Doing what again?
Whether she knows it or not, she's coming between Jerry and me.
Will you just tell me what's going on, please?
Jerry and I were at the loft tonight, and we were having a wonderful time. And Blaine burst in to tell us that Jordan Scott had been shot.
What?
That's,
Are you
that's what she said.
How bad is he?
I don't know.
And Blaine found him? Blaine?
No, I don't know that either. All I do know is from the moment she came in, I was excluded.
Well, Kit, what do you expect? This is not an everyday situation. How do you expect Jerry to react? I'm sure she was just trying to calm her down, and Blaine was very upset. What do you want?
She was. And I am a nurse, and I could have helped. He wouldn't even take my advice. It was as if I didn't even exist.
Kit, they've been friends for a long time. They've gone through a lot of things together. Now, of course they're going to be close. It's only natural.
So close. I'll never come between them.
Oh, will you just stop it? Now, I'm sure Jerry would do the same thing for you if you were in a bad situation, all right?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Now, I'm going to try to find out what's going on, all right? Are you going to be all right? Yeah. Good. You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Kit, Jerry loves you. All right? Take it easy.
Baby, of course I trust you. But this assignment was so dangerous. I just didn't want you and Cory to be in any kind of danger, that's all.
Even though you had to work undercover, I don't understand. How could you walk out on Cory and me for so long and never tell us?
Baby, that was like the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. You don't know how much that tore me up inside. But it was the only way I could think of to protect you. Clarice, look. You know, once or twice I stepped out of line with Jordan, and he told me if I wanted to see my wife and kids stay healthy, I'd better do exactly as I was told.
Larry, you just can't come back home like nothing's happened.
Okay, I know a lot of things have happened, but I'm telling you one thing that hasn't changed, baby. I love you, and I want to live my life with you.
I don't know if it can be that easy.
Why not?
Because you hurt me. You hurt me by what you did.
I know.
And it took a long time, but I was finally trying to get you out of my mind.
Is that why you turned to Jerry?
Yes, that's why I turned to Jerry.
I was the one who had Jerry check up on you, make sure you're doing okay.
You? You asked him to do that?
Yeah, I couldn't stand the fact that you didn't have anybody to help you out. Now, do you understand why I did what I had to do, baby? I love you.
Really, Larry?
Really? Do you still love me?
I want to.
Well, come on, baby, let's just give it one more try, okay? Let's just try our marriage one more time. Will you?
I'll try.
What is it, Alexander? You agree to the party line, but you work for me. Do what I want you to, when I want you to do it. And I'll square things with Ilsa and leave Grove alone.
And Blaine stays with you. Without any retribution from you for what's happened.
Right.
I guess that's it then. Yeah, who is it?
It's me.
Hot dog.
I heard about Jordan. What happened?
Somebody shot him.
Do the cops know who did it?
Well, if they do, they certainly didn't tell me about it.
You think it could be Jess Cooper's people?
Well, I don't know. You know, the living room looked like a tornado had hit it, but that was probably just Blaine looking for the book.
How's she taking it?
I didn't see her. She wasn't there.
You didn't see her? Well, don't you think that's strange?
Yeah, I do. You know, I don't know where she is. I have no idea.
You don't think that she could have done it, do you?
No, I don't think so, Melissa. I don't think Blaine could shoot anybody.
Well, then this really scares me even more. Because if those were Jess Cooper's people,
Look,
and Blaine is
Melissa,
gone...
there are a lot of people in town that would like to get Jordan Scott, okay? Anybody could have done it.
What about the cops? Didn't they think it was strange when you just suddenly appeared there?
Yeah, they probably did, but I think I convinced them that I was there to meet Jordan.
Well, what did you tell them?
Well, I gave them this song and dance about how I was running errands for Jordan so I could make some extra money to pay off a loan to Matt Cory.
What? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Don't you see? That makes it seem as if you have all the wrong connections.
Look, Melissa, I wasn't too crazy about the idea either, but what else could I do?
I'm real worried now. I just wonder how long it's going to take for somebody to put all those pieces together.
I'll get it, Louise. Jamie.
Hi, I'm sorry for coming by so late.
No, not at all. Come on in.
Hi. Oh, I was just driving around doing some thinking. I had a lot on my mind. And I needed to talk to you. I can come back tomorrow if it's too late.
Never apologize for wanting to talk to me. Honestly, Jamie, I don't know what I have to say to make you accept the fact that I'm always available to you. Anytime, day or night, whenever you want to talk.
Well, thank you.
Let's go into the living room.
Okay.
May I have Louise bring you some coffee?
No, don't bother.
What's on your mind?
Primarily you.
Me?
And my status at Cory Publishing.
Your status at Cory Publishing. Jamie, we've been all over this. I don't understand why we keep having to go into it. You know how I feel about you and your work at Cory. And I made you my heir because I want you to be.
No, that's not the point. You gave it to me.
Well, of course I gave it to you. You're my son.
Yes, but if I'm going to be made heir to Cory Publishing, it shouldn't be handed to me. I should have to earn it.
You have earned it.
No, I haven't.
Jamie.
Now, Mac, just please hear me out.
All right.
Now, I've had a lot of time to do a lot of thinking about this whole situation. And I think I've come to a very important decision. I want you to have Brian nullify those papers naming me as heir to Cory Publishing.
That's out of the question. I'll never do it. I want you as my heir.
Let me work for it. Let me prove myself.
I don't want to discuss this.
Mac, we have to.
Then let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Are you considering leaving Cory Publishing?
No. I mean, you convinced me to stay the other day, remember? I realize now that that job is the single most important thing in my life right now.
Well, then why do you want it this way?
Mac, I cost the company a lot of money because of bad decisions, and I practically destroyed myself trying to keep up with everything. Now, you warned me repeatedly, but I wouldn't listen. I wanted to prove myself to you. I wanted to prove that I could handle everything you handed me. But I realize now that I was only doing a disservice to you and to myself. So I've come to decision number 2. I want to go back to school part-time.
You're serious about this, aren't you?
You bet I am. I want to go back now and get my master's in business. Then maybe I'll be able to prove that I'll be capable of accepting the responsibility you've given me. So, what do you think?
I think that's wonderful. Truly wonderful.
Great. Well, what about those papers with, for Brian?
Would you give me a little time to think about that?
Okay. But think about it, Mac. And think about how much this means to me.
As soon as somebody puts the pieces together, they're going to link you up to Vegas. Now, no time at all, Ilsa's going to figure the whole thing out. She'll have the whole story. You know exactly what that means. She's going to have somebody down here to get you quicker than you can blink your eyes.
Look, that's something I don't even want to think about, okay, Melissa?
Well, it is something that you just better start thinking about, and real soon. Otherwise, you can wind up just as dead as Jordan Scott.
Look, sweetheart, I'm going to be all right.
All right. You're going to be fine. Listen, Sandy, I think you and I both better start coming up with some alternatives. I think that we had better start to decide whether or not it is still safe for us here in Bay City.
Listen, Melissa, I think first we should figure out what happened. Then maybe we can decide about whether or not we should... Joey, hey.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're both here. Did you hear about Jordan Scott?
Yeah.
Well, how bad is he?
He's dead, man.
Well, yeah, you sure?
Yeah, I went over there.
Trying to find out what happened to Blaine. See, she was looking for that black book, and we couldn't get through to her.
Yeah, when Sandy went over there, she wasn't even there.
She went over to the loft after Jordan was shot. Kid said she's in pretty bad shape.
Is she still at Jerry's?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna go over there and check it out.
Look, I tell you what, we'll stand by here. You call and let us know what's happening, okay?
All right.
I'll see you later, man.
All right.
Oh, I wonder what Blaine has gotten herself into now.
Where is she?
Oh, look, she's in the bedroom. She's sleeping.
Is she all right?
I think so. Russ gave her a sedative, and the sleep should help. Look, what have you found out?
Scott's dead.
Well, I can't really say I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, buddy, you better not let anybody else hear you say that.
Why not? I haven't made a secret of the way I feel about Jordan Scott.
Jerry, I think there's something you ought to know.
What's that?
Jordan was shot with your gun.
My gun?
That's right. I recognized it, and then so did Captain Petroni.
But I don't know how it could have been my gun. I haven't seen it since... I don't know when.
Well, you better start trying to remember. It's pretty important.
I don't know, Larry.
Well, think about it.
We were running from Scott, and... Oh.
What?
Sandy took it out of the hotel room.
Sandy Alexander.
Yeah, I really wasn't in the best shape then, but... yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it looks like I better have a talk with that guy. Listen, tell me when Blaine gets up. I want to talk to her, too.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, something else you ought to know.
What's that?
Since Jordan's dead, I've been taking off my undercover duty and officially assigned to the case.
Oh, that's great. I am glad that part of it's over, Larry, for your sake.
Yeah, so am I. I've been away from my family too long.
Have you seen Clarice yet?
Yeah, it's gonna take her a while to understand what all went on. But we're gonna try to work things out.
I'm really happy for you, Larry.
So am I. I'll see you.
How is she? She tell you what happened?
Shh.
Oh, where is she?
She's in the bedroom. She was given something to make herself sleep.
She gonna be all right?
Dr. Matthews thinks so. She was in shock when she got here, but she just needs to sleep now.
Well, was she able to tell you who shot Jordan?
No, she was too dazed to talk about it.
Well, what about the police? Did they tell you anything?
Well, they haven't found out much yet.
All right, so nobody knows anything, is that right?
That's about it. And until Blaine wakes up and is calm enough to tell us what happened, I guess we're all going to be in the dark. Hey, look, did you say that you saw Kit?
Yeah.
Well, how is she? I'm afraid that I kind of ignored her when Blaine got here.
She's upset.
Yeah, I can imagine when things finally calmed down, Kit had gone.
Well, I talked to her and, I calmed her down for a bit.
Joy, will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Will you stay here until I get back and keep an eye on Blaine?
Where you going?
To see Kit. I want to see if I can patch this one up.
Drink too much.
Oh, that's
Do.
Yeah, who is it?
Larry Ewing.
Larry. Hi.
Hey, Sandy, can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure, come on in. Come on in.
Hey, Melissa?
Say, Larry, can I get you some coffee?
Sure, that'd be nice.
Let's grab that cup. I can,
All right.
I take it you heard about Jordan Scott, too.
Yeah. In fact, that's why I'm here. It's not official yet.
Official? What are you talking about?
I'm back on the police force.
I don't understand.
Well, I guess maybe I better explain. This whole business about me working with Jordan Scott, getting fired from the force, taking out a house loan. It was all part of an undercover operation I was involved in to nail him.
Huh.
So, you were working with the police all along.
That's right. I couldn't tell anybody for obvious reasons, of course. But this investigation, I've been assigned to. Now, I'm not here in an official capacity. Not yet. But I have a few questions to ask you, Sandy, about some things that have come up.
Well, sure, we'll do whatever we can to help.
Seems that the gun that was used to kill Jordan Scott turned out to be Jerry's.
Jerry Grove?
That's right. He said the last person he saw having that gun was Sandy.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's right. But Jordan took it away from me when he caught up with me in New York.
So the last person you saw who had the gun was Jordan Scott, right?
That's right.
Well, this is all going to come out in an investigation. I hope you have a tight alibi for tonight. I'm sure Zachary Colton's going to be asking the same questions.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was at the arena all evening.
He was. He was there with me.
Good, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of other people who verify that for you, too, so.
Well, I guess that covers about all the bases. Thanks for the coffee. Sure. I'll keep in touch.
Okay. Listen, thanks a lot, man.
Sure. Take it light, Sandy.
Melissa, what's wrong?
Well, if that doesn't convince you, I don't know what will.
What are you talking about?
If you're going to be a suspect in the Jordan Scott murder, I think we've really got to think about leaving this town.
I'm not leaving town, Melissa, so there's no point in even discussing it.
You're getting in deeper and deeper and deeper. And you just may not be able to get yourself out of this.
Look, Melissa, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, man. Sweetheart, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you.
Don't apologize. I just wish you'd listen to me. I care for you so much.
I know, babe, but I just can't leave town right now.
I think that there may be another way.
How?
You have to tell Mac Cory that you're his son.
No, Melissa.
He may be able to protect you. He may be the only one who can.
I don't want to do that.
I don't understand you. I don't understand you at all. Isn't that what you came here to Bay City for in the first place?
Yes, I know, but look, a lot of things have changed since then.
What has changed?
I've come to know and like these people a lot. And I'm not going to do anything that's going to hurt Mac or Jamie.
Jamie? I mean, what does Jamie have to do with this?
He's going through some hard times right now.
So what? So are you.
Look, Melissa, he's trying very hard to prove himself to his father. Now, I'm not going to just up and announce that there's another son around because I think that would just make Jamie a lot more uptight.
Now, well, why don't you let Jamie take care of himself? He's a big boy now. And you've got your own problems to worry about. And your problems are a lot more dangerous than Jamie Frame's, and you have got to tell Mac Cory.
I don't want to do that.
Why don't you just get down off your white charger and start worrying about yourself? Oh. You're afraid. You are scared to tell Mac Cory. You just better think about it. It may be your only hope.
Okay. I'll think about it.
Hey, kiddo, how you doing?
Oh, Jamie, I was waiting for you. I was worried.
Oh.
Where have you been?
I was driving around. I stopped by Max.
What for?
Talk.
You, didn't quit, did you?
No.
Well, what did you go to talk to him about?
Well, I told him that I wanted to make it on my own, that I have no one to blame but myself for the failures I've had, and that I'm going to make it.
You told him that? Why?
Why not? I mean, it's the truth. You know, the last few months I've been trying to please Mac, show him I can handle the job. Well, I was being unrealistic and thinking that I could take on everything and not saying no when I should have. You know?
Yeah. Jamie, I'm just not so sure you should have said those things to him.
Why? I was only being honest. You know, Mac is the kind of guy who can handle total honesty.
I know, but still.
You know what? I also told him that I'd decided to go back to school.
Did Mac tell you to do that?
No. No, I told him that's what I decided.
Jamie, do you really think that was wise?
What do you mean?
Well, don't you think that that'll just add to everything else that you've been doing?
No, it's quite the opposite. I mean, my workload has already been cut down, right? I mean, this way, by going back to school, I can get my degree, and then I'll really be in a position to help Mac. And I think that's something that'll really please him. And myself.
You know, I've been doing some thinking myself lately.
Oh, yeah? What about?
Yeah. Well, I think I know something that would really please Mac.
Oh. Well, what's that?
Come here. Come here.
What?
Now, kiss me. Kiss me.
All right. So what do you think will please me?
I think that you and I should start thinking about having a family.
Who is it?
Jerry. Can we talk, kid?
It's kind of late.
I know. But I don't think this can wait till morning.
All right. What is it you wanted to talk about?
About what happened tonight.
What about it?
Kit, I want to say I'm sorry.
I'm sure you are. And I'm surprised that you were able to tear yourself away from Blaine long enough to come over here, but you could have saved yourself a trip. There's nothing to say.
But I have something to say to you. I love you, Kit, and I don't want anything to get in the way of that.
It's already a little late for that, don't you think?
No, I don't think it's too late. At least I hope not.
I'd hope not, too, but there's something I think we both have to realize.
What?
I don't think you're being honest with yourself.
About what?
I think you're still in love with Blaine.
In love with Blaine? It is you I love, Kit.
I'm having a lot of trouble believing that.
Why?
Because every time I turn around, you are risking your neck and our relationship for her.
But she just needed someone tonight. She had no one else to turn to.
What about Joey? Or Larry? Or Sandy Alexander? She couldn't have turned to them? How many more times will this happen? How many more times will you turn away from me For her. Every time, Jerry. Every time. No. No. I can't tell you how hurt I was and how neglected I felt when she came to the loft tonight. It was as if I didn't exist.
Kid, it wasn't like that.
Don't tell me it wasn't like that if it's how I felt. I mean, you didn't even want my help. It wouldn't be any problem if this were the first time. But it's not. It's happened before.
Kid, I never meant for you to feel that way.
But I do. And now I want you to go and be with Blaine.
Kid, I want to stay with you.
No. I don't want you to stay. Go on back to Blaine and convince yourself that you don't love her.
Family.
Mm-hmm. I want to have a baby. Our baby.
A baby?
Yeah. Oh, wouldn't it be wonderful? Oh, Jamie, I know you'd make a terrific daddy. Now, I remember seeing you with Matthew and Amanda
Wait
one
a
day.
minute.
What?
Well, before we were married, you said you didn't want to have any kids.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. You said that you didn't want to combine a career and a family.
Yeah, well, that was then. I've changed my mind now. Well, don't you want to have a baby? Don't you want me to have your child? Huh?
Yeah, of course I do. It's just that, well, I...
Maybe you think I would make a good mother?
No, of course not. That's not it.
Then what is it?
Well, I don't know if now's the right time.
I think it's the best time in the world. Jamie, it would be so good for both of us to become parents. It would bring us closer together again. And think how much it would please Mac.
I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, it's just that I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of responsibility yet, you know?
Oh, of course you are, Jamie. We both are. We have to have a baby. Please. It's so important to me, Jamie. Please.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
You know, I really missed you. The whole time I was gone, I could never get you out of my mind. I always remembered how beautiful you were.
Do you think about me a lot?
Oh, baby, you were always on my mind. I never quit thinking about you. Hey, come on. Come on, baby, let's go to bed. Come on, baby. Okay? Okay. What's wrong, baby?
I'm sorry, Larry. I feel so strange. It's been a long time.
I know it's a long time we have to make up for.
Larry,
Yeah, babe?
Would you please be patient with me? So much has happened.
You got all the time you want. You know, the way I figure it, we got the rest of our lives to live together.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.